Why?
5:30. Sorry, you're right. Stand corrected. 5:36. Okay, director's present. Jed. Yourself. Jean. Donna. And all I had Albert Ann, when he showed up. So stand for the flag salute. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sing my country too.
Alrighty, there's Albert right now. We just called to order. Here, we'll let you do the minutes for November 15th. Dad.
Have the pizza later.
The little pizza.
At the deep dish pizza.
Here's copies of the minutes.
All right, minutes for November 15th. Meeting location, Hummel Hall, directors present, Jack Miller, Jed Strange, Albert Gatton, Jean Melchers, and Donna Morris. Flag salute. Minutes, September 20th minutes presented by Albert Gatton. Motion by Jed, second by Jean to approve, approved 3-1. October 18th minutes presented by Albert Gatton. Motion by Jean, second by Jed. Motion is approved 3-1. Treasurer's report. September financials presented by Albert Gatton. Motion by Jed, second by Jean, approved 3-1. October financials presented by Albert Gatton. Motion by Jed, second by Jean, approved 3-1. Reports, Rosamond Event Center. Rails are done and looking nice, but we need more brick sponsors. Item B, Renew Biz Grants 2016 electrical fencing and ADA rails. Wrapping up with the county, getting ready to close out. Should be done around December 1st. C, Parade and September Fest. The event went well. We were lower on income than what was anticipated. D, 501c3, working on the bylaws. E, SBDC luncheon. Nice event and a learning experience. Hopefully this was the first of several more to come. The event was video recorded, hoping to upload to YouTube for viewing. F, Parade of Lights. December 1st at 6 o'clock, band to start at 5:15. $10 entry fee application available on Facebook and Chamber website. Discussion on if Chamber will participate with a float. New business. A, decorate event center stage for December. We'll meet 11/25/18 at 1 o'clock to work on decorating the stage. B, brick pavers at event center. Need to sell more. C, Chamber website new member area. Changeover from Weebly to GoDaddy for hosting. There's a new member-only area on the website that members can request access to. We'll have member-only information available there. New members, none. Discussion and comments, director's comments. Donna, none. Jed, none. Albert, none. Jean, none. Jack, thank you for coming. Hope to see everyone at the Parade of Lights. Would like to see unity. Everyone is looking to improve the community. Oh, there's a typo there. I will get that correction. Member comments. Terry, when are we going to see the Chamber approve new members? Current Antelope Historic Society. Does the Chamber join other organizations? Please donate old pictures for a project about building history in Rosamond. Meeting adjourned. Motion by Jed, second by Jean. 3-0, Donna abstained at 11, let's see, on 11/15/18 at 6:31.
All right, motion to approve, November 15th minutes. Jed,
I'll second.
June second. Any discussion on the minutes? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
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 Don?
Abstain? No, whichever way you want to do it.
Well, there's a difference between abstaining and no, so how we're gonna do it soon. Okay, financial summary, November, December.
All right. The financials, pass them down. All right, we'll start off with the November monthly.
Whole set.
We had, so this is just a condensed version. We have program income of $237, membership income of $100, for gross income of $337. Our expenses were the grant expense for $661.07, chamber facilities and equipment for $636.27, and operational expenses of $308.72 for total expenses of $1606.06. For a net of for the month of negative $1,269.06 on a budgeted negative $551.43. So we were over on our budget by $717.63, and a good portion of that is going to be the grant expense, as it was not budgeted at $661.07.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last part?
That the majority of the overage is due to the grant expense because it was not budgeted,
What grant expense was not budgeted?
any of it. As we were not given a budget for the grant, none of it was
Grant was
put
not
into the
budgeted
budget.
for.
How much was the grant expenses?
The grant expenses were $661.07 for the month.
Who was the
But
grant?
that would come out of the grant account, correct?
Yeah.
So what part of that was not budgeted? I guess I'm confused on.
There was no, because we weren't given a schedule of payments for the grant, there weren't any grant expenses able to be budgeted on a monthly basis.
Okay, but correct me if I'm wrong, but the grant is there for X amount of dollars to cover whatever that project was for.
Yeah,
And I
there's
guess the last
money
one was
there.
for electrical. But I don't understand why you're saying it was because of the grant, because it wasn't budgeted. The budget's there for the grant. So how does that come off of here?
So because we don't have a schedule of when the items were going to be paid and how much per month, I cannot put that into a budget to show we should be paying so much per month for a grant item. Because that's not in there, it's not reflected in the budget. So $661.07 was not in the budget to be spent because we didn't have a schedule of when it was going to be spent. Therefore, $717.63 of the overage was from the grant because it was spent, but it wasn't budgeted.
So are you gonna put it in there sometime soon?
Unless we get a schedule of when the budget or when the grant items are supposed to be paid, no.
So you don't have the money, the grant hasn't come through yet?
No, we have the money. We were not given by the grant coordinators, we were not given a schedule of when they would be paying certain things.
Oh, they just haven't paid you, is what you're saying?
No,
No, it's all been paid. We were just not given a schedule to create a budget off of when items would be paid.
And maybe if, when you guys did your budget back in July, if you would have invited me to that budget meeting, I would have helped you understand where that had to be budgeted.
I believe you were there at the meeting, Terry.
No, that was in June, and we didn't,
Because we have to present the budget in July, so when would we have the budget meeting but in June?
you guys didn't approve it.
It's because it wasn't finished, now was it?
Because you guys didn't have another meeting and invite the people that understood what was going on.
That's another issue, Terry. I'm just going over what we have, just factual information. Okay?
Okay, and then on this program income, what is that reflective of? The 237. I mean, we know what membership is, that's $100, but you have program income 237.
Right, so that
What is
was,
that?
that was reviewed in the board meeting. I don't remember the specifics, it may have been for the parade or it may have been for bricks.
But should there not be a parade, or why would your,
That's a subcategory of program income.
then why is it under program income?
Why is what under program income?
The 237.
So are you saying that program income has categories under it?
Correct.
Then your bookkeeping is incorrect, sir, because you cannot put program income money.
That's
to
how
a
it was set
header.
up, so I'm just continuing with how it was set up previously by the previous treasurer. I'm not going to go and redo all the books to fit what should be right. I'm just updating it to keep up with what information we've been given.
So we're just,
So the 237, you don't know whether it's for bricks or whether it's for.
In a detailed
programs.
report, I do. We're not reviewing a detailed report this evening.
Well, she should, as a director, should have a right
She should have
to
been
know.
emailed that report last week.
I get no emails, other than I get stuff from Jack from his personal email.
All right, so July through November. So year-to-date for November. This one has a little bit more detail on it. So year-to-date income, rec bricks, we had received $4,875. Other program income was $7,907. Donation income, $5,003.28. Membership income, $2,490. Miscellaneous revenue of $27.90 for a total income of $20,303.18. Expenses, grant expense of $4,063.85. Program expenses of $1,769.60. Chamber facilities and equipment of $5,133.70. Operational expenses of $1,315.95 for a total expense of $12,283.10. Our net income for the year at that point was $8,020.08 with a budget of $5,706.85. So we were to the good on the budget by $2,313.23. For the month of December, program income 0, membership income 0, total income 0, grant expenses $6,600, program expenses 0, chamber facilities and equipment $575.62, operational expenses of $64.98, total expenses of $7,240.60, net income was negative at $7,240.60 on a budget of minus $701.43.
What is the $64.98 for?
I believe that was for the phone and internet.
And what is the $575.62?
So that's going to be a mix of other bills as well as the mortgage payment.
for clarity, can you define program income?
So program income is like Parade of Lights and September Fest income.
Specifically those two items?
Those-
Is there anything else included in program income?
I'd have to double check. So July through December, rec bricks at $4,875, program income of $7,907, donation income of $5,003.28, membership income of $2,490, miscellaneous revenue of $27.90, grant expenses of $10,663.85, program expenses of $1,769.60, chamber and facilities and equipment, $5,709.32, operational expenses of $1,380.93. Total expenses was $19,523.70. Our net income for the year at that point was $779.48 on a budget of $5,005.42. So we were down, but compared to budgeted by $4,225.94.
And what is miscellaneous revenue of $27.90?
That was a refund from AT&T when we cut from them.
Yes.
Should it not be reflective of AT&T refund, blah, blah, blah?
It could be. Our balance sheet as of December 31st, we had $97 in petty cash. We had $10,089.96 in the mortgage account, $4,613.97 in the business checking account, $1,964.01 in the grant account. Accounts receivable at a negative 100, other assets at $375 for current total assets at $17,039.94. Fixed assets, we had $38,000 for total assets of $55,039.94 with liabilities and equities to match, so it does balance.
So the last time I remember hearing something about petty cash, there was over $1,000. Now we have 97. What is that for?
It got deposited, so it went into the mortgage account
So why is there $97 in petty cash?
because there was new income that came in as petty cash, and that has since been deposited as well.
Which will reflect till January.
Correct.
But, okay, so define petty cash for me.
What do you want, Donna?
Well, did somebody just come in and say, here, I want to hand you some petty cash? I mean, is it somebody's membership? What is it?
So if you come to the board member meetings, or if you review the emails that you should have been sent,
I get no emails. I can show you every email I get. It's from Jack's
Donna,
personal
that's not my
email.
fault.
Okay, I'm asking
I'm
a
not
question.
here to discuss the details of this report with you at this meeting.
Okay,
If you'd like to set up a separate
let's
meeting,
not
I'd be
get
happy to
started.
do so.
Let's be civil, please.
Okay, we're going over a balance
Okay.
sheet. We're going over what you're stating is your books. All I'm asking is, what is petty cash?
I'm not here to discuss this with you, Donna.
Well, let me answer that. Petty cash is cash on hand that hasn't been deposited or reserved for maybe a socket or something that Terry needs, or a light bulb, or got a running debt or something like that. That's gonna be petty cash. We do keep a little bit of petty cash on hand. And it's locked away. And, so I don't try to keep anything over $100 petty cash on hand, but, we do keep a little bit just in case we need it. Okay, but it is cash in hand.
No, I have a problem with that.
And what's the problem with that?
We are a small venue. There is no reason in the world, first of all, to have $100 or anything more than $50. I just don't understand it. If somebody's paying us money, it comes from membership, it comes from a program, it's something. You don't just arbitrarily in books mark something as quote unquote petty cash. You don't.
That's it. Why can't you? I mean.
Okay, so I'm gonna pay my membership. Are you gonna mark that petty cash? No, it's gonna be
No.
marked as somebody's membership. So
It
where
goes
is this
in.
money from?
It goes in, it gets accounted for in the books, okay? But we may keep it on hand for petty cash. Now, the other side of that too is if we have cash come in that hasn't been deposited, that's gonna be petty cash until we get it deposited. And in the books. I mean, if somebody today comes up and gives us $15 for whatever at the chamber,
Then you list it as whatever it is. It's just not
Well-
arbitrarily marked as petty cash. It's not petty cash. It's coming into the chambers for something. And our membership, whoever they are, anybody that sits out here that is a member of this chamber should know exactly where this money is. And right now, I'm sorry, I've been doing books for years and I can't tell where this money is.
There's a difference between where it is and where it came from. So petty
I'm
cash is
sorry,
the
you,
account that
you've
it's
got
been
program
sitting in.
income that you don't even know where it's from. You don't know which
I'm not
program
looking
it
at a
is.
detailed report.
everything's been accounted for, okay? We have some petty cash in there. Simple as that.
If you want me to
Well,
memorize
I'm excited to see an
every
audit done at the end of
subcategory
this
that we
term,
have, that's not
because
gonna happen.
as a member of this and as a board member, I cannot tell anybody, as a bookkeeper, anything on these books.
Well, you're not at the meetings either.
Well, you know, I could have a better transition with you with the new treasurer too, to get some of this stuff resolved. For example, there's a negative $100, we have no clue what that is, can't find it, and we didn't do it, okay? So, there's two ways we can approach this. We can sit here and point fingers at everybody.
I'm not pointing,
or
I'm asking
we can have a
questions.
better coordination with you and the current board, to where maybe we can get it resolved and get it properly. You've
I'm
stated
here
your
every
case.
month.
You've stated your case, it's a valid case, okay? But sitting here pointing fingers and at everybody and trying
Does
to.
anybody see me pointing fingers? I'm asking a question. As a
I
board
understand.
member and a member of
So
this
what do
chamber,
you
I am
wanna do?
allowed to
What do
ask
you
a
wanna- What do
question.
you want to do to get this?
I want the
resolved?
books fixed.
Okay, and are you going to participate, or are you just going to sit over there and complain? Well, so far, you have not participated at all as a
I see
director.
nothing to participate in.
Okay,
I have a question. We used to have 2 checking accounts,
yes,
and I.
now we have
think we
3. We got the grant, the
Mojave.
UBC, and then the Mojave Mission.
And was that quoted, the number in both accounts?
I'm sorry?
Was,
Yes, all the accounts were quoted. Would you like them again?
yes, please.
Okay, so petty cash is $97. The mortgage with Mission Bank is at $10,089.96.
That's our CD, right?
No, that's just the mortgage checking account.
And CD.
No, the CD is separate. It's under fixed assets. Then we've got the business checking account at California Bank at $4,613.97. And we've got the grant account at California Bank at $1,964.01.
So the grant account seems like it's been depleted, but I brought in $9,500 only a few months ago.
$1,900 left in the grant account, am I
But-
wrong?
There's $1,964.01.
Yeah, but $9,500 came into the grant account only a few months ago. $5,000 from Kern County and $4,500 from
Right.
S-Power.
Right.
So
And you've spent a lot of money on that, haven't you?
we spent 60.
600.
You paid $2,500 on the rails, right?
Let's see,
4,600
look at the
expense.
monthly.
He said 6,600 expense.
So, yeah, 6,600 in December we paid
No, that's
on.
9,500 probably.
And then now there's been a bunch of other stuff purchased in terms of electrical and things, so we.
Well, not all of that money went into the grant account. So only the money from the county has gone into the grant account. The money from S-Power did not go into that account as it needed to be kept separate as it wasn't from the county.
But S-Power is for the bridge, that's totally
Right.
different.
So that is in a
I'm
separate
talking
account.
about the electrical grant, the fencing grant, which is the only 2 outstanding grants we had, plus the 5,000 grant we got from Zach.
That's all been spent and that's why we're down to the 1,900.
Right. Which was my understanding.
Yes. So the income from the bricks is in a separate account. It's not in the grant account. That would be part of the mortgage account. because we don't have checks for the other business checking account.
But it is slated for the bricks.
Correct.
It's not slated for the general.
So it is earmarked for the event center. That monies is available for that use.
All the stuff went into the grant account for years. That's where the money went. But they're doing it differently. They have a right to do it how they want.
We're just trying to keep county monies separate from other monies.
Well, the county money was specifically gave for the event center.
And the county
And
money
that's what
went
the grant
into the
account
grant
was.
account.
It did. They went directly into the grant account for the grant, for the.
Yeah, and so was the whole thing with S-Power and all these bricks was to finish the event.
And
center.
that's available also. It's just because it was not county funds, it did not get deposited into the grant account because that's specific for the county. Or at least that's how we're treating that account.
Okay.
But it is earmarked for the event center. 3 weeks. That was, should have been that 4875, I believe it was. Yeah, 4875, that's earmarked for the event center. Right. So you could actually add that on top of that 1900,
1964 one.
right?
So the 4875 says that S-Power gave 4,500,
Right.
and we had a
Yeah,
total.
so I've got a separate,
And plus Gene.
I think we're gonna go over it later. I do have a separate accounting for the brick account. So in total for the bricks, we've received $5,375. And that's broken down by, we've got Melcher's Construction, Melcher's Property Management, Rotary Club, S-Power, and First Solar have all paid into that.
Where is that reflected in these books?
So it's all separate.
What was that amount?
If you go back to July through December month, year to date, it says rec bricks and it says 4875.
4875, got that.
Yep. So we did have some additional income in January, which is why that additional $500 is not reflected on the July through December.
And I would take it that Jack in the Box will be presented this money next month, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, that won't go on these reports, but we just got that today, actually. Let it go on.
And that's all we have for the
And there
financial.
should be other monies too that won't show up until January's report, which was Parade of Lights. We had 2 checks come in for Parade of Lights.
I do have a separate breakdown for that as well. So, which is current through today.
Which she'll go over that in just a minute, actually. So, all right, so I have a motion to approve the financial summary. Jed,
I'll say.
Gene? Okay, any questions before we vote on? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
No.
Thank you. Okay. All right, Rosamond Event Center, status. We're getting close. We are going to have a special board meeting with Terry invited. We'll be invited to that, so we can find out specifically what everybody needs to do on their part to get this wrapped up, but we're close. So I can't say if it's going to be 1 month, 2 months, or what, but we're close. And most of the electrical's in. handrails are up. Did all the exit lighting do that?
Well, the outdoor lighting's set up, but the exit lighting hasn't been done. at this
Hasn't been
stage.
done yet? Yeah. So we still got a lot of stuff to do. We're gonna have a special board meeting, so we'll get everybody together and see if we can get this wrapped up. I'm gonna email next week, everybody, including Terry, and I'm probably gonna shoot for Tuesday, because Jean's gone on Thursdays. And I'm usually busy with my mom on Wednesdays, so I'm gonna shoot for next Tuesday, and if anybody has a problem, let me know that. And so it'll be a working meeting. What's that?
What would the date be for Tuesday? You got that?
I don't have it on me, honestly. You know what that date would be?
22nd.
22nd. So, yeah, it'll be January 22nd. Probably 6 p.m. usually works out good for everybody. And I'll send out an email for that. So, is there any other comments you want to make at this point?
No, Jen helped with getting the favors ready, so I just need to send in a list for the ones that we need to engrave, and we'll just have to move on with that. Maybe take them a week to put those together. And so the church is dug. Just looking at putting that in sometime by the end of the month, hopefully.
And I would like to officially let it be recognized that Terry has just worked his tail off on the event center from start to finish. And yes,
I have a question on the papers. Is that going to be an ongoing thing that you can continue?
yes,
It's not just,
no, it'll be ongoing.
Well, at the front of the center, we're looking to put
Finish what I was saying. I did want to thank Terry though for his dedication. It was hard work on the event center. So thank you, Terry.
Yeah, so if anybody wants a break, they have to get the paperwork in the next few days, because once we engrave those, we're gonna put the first 3 feet down, which would be past the fence.
So, have you guys advertised these bricks on the?
Not like we should, to be honest with you.
Because I think there might be a lot of community support if we got it out there.
Yeah,
You
it's-
guys would give me a belief, I'll put on Rosamond residents if you're not gonna put it down on the Facebook.
Well,
on
I was going to
Facebook.
bring it up at the RNAC meeting tonight.
But
And
let's
along
flash,
with,
there's several sites that cover Rosamond, there's about 8 of them. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the response you get is tremendous.
well, actually, I've already posted out there several times in the past.
I haven't
but,
seen it, so, I just,
May not be a site you're on, but I mean, I usually do the Eye on Rosamond, the Eye on Rosamond 2, and then there's a couple others, but if there's some that, I'll post it out there again.
okay.
And if there's some that I'm not familiar with,
And you're looking for the names by when?
well, anytime is fine.
Oh, okay.
We just need to push the bridge.
Do you have any applications with you?
Right here I do.
Well, yeah.
I have a question for.
Did you want a member application too? or- What was your name?
If they were to give us something, yeah.
Okay.
She's looking for fillers. Thank you. You might be able to ask like the royal courts, you know, all the people that actually go into the parades, they might want to put one in.
I can't do it.
Go, the RCSD.
Okay, I'll fix that right away. I'll fix that tonight. I thought that was on there. I'll double check. Okay, renewed biz grants, 2016 electrical and fencing. Both of those are ready to close. And when we have a meeting, try to get everything, see if we can get everything together, get those closed out. I already talked to Alexis at the county, so she knows about it. We just have to wrap it up and close them out. So, because we paid off the fencing grant and the electrical grant both. I believe. I know we paid the electrical. I don't know if we paid off the fencing.
Yeah,
we
the
did.
fencing was paid.
Yeah, the fencing was paid off.
Electrical depends upon the receipts that you have that you can send to them.
Yeah, well, I think we exceeded that. I'll have to check with Howard, but I'm pretty sure we exceeded the 10 grand. So, but we'll get together next week on that. And then, parade lights, I think I had something looked up for that.
I've got,
Because there's some revenue that didn't show up on the financial reports. I had to do a separate one just for you so that we'd see exactly what came in.
so just a quick snapshot of the finances for the Parade of Lights is we had $2,100 in sponsorships and $90 in parade entries. So we had a total of $2,190. At least that's what I've received. I don't know if there's other monies out there that we haven't received yet.
Oh, wait, one of those is mine. I'm sorry, Terry. Can I have one of those back? Sorry about that. I'm sorry, Alice.
So we had $2,100 in sponsorships, and that was by AV Engineering, VHE, and our current. And then we had $90 in parade entries. So if there was additional monies that came in that hasn't been recorded, please let me know. So that way we could go ahead and get that recorded. But that's all that I have received too.
Yes, there should have been $1,000 that come in from S-Power. Cupertino was gonna donate $500.
I don't think we ever received those.
I haven't seen them, or otherwise
I
they
don't think we
would.
received
So this is updated to today. So whatever I've received is on there.
There was a $500 check that came in, and we called, who was it? Was it S-Power? And we got with them, and they said that was for membership, not for parade sponsor. And that they were supposed to resend another check for parade sponsor, and I don't think we ever received it. Is that S-Power?
I don't remember.
I think it was S-Power. So I'll get with,
I have a question. You guys say it's the December budget, because wasn't the parade December 1st? So that wouldn't have that fell in the category of December, or?
Not all the income came in December
right.
to be reflected. So we received say $1,000 from Recurrent that was deposited in January, as well as $1,000 from VHE that was in January. So that was not reflected previously.
and actually, I don't think we received those checks until January either.
They said the 4th of January anyway.
Yeah.
So are you saying that the AV Engineering $100 that shows on here a date of 11/28 and all these other 11/28s were not received in 11/28 to be reflected in the books?
No, we're talking about specifically VHE renewables and Recurrent. Everything else was received prior to that.
Okay, so let me rephrase then. So the check dated 11/28, AV Engineering $100, and then the others underneath, all 11/28 are not reflected in the November nor the December books?
No, those are.
They are?
Yes. It's just that the ones dated 1/4/19 are not.
Which is just 2 checks.
I think I asked to send some invoices out for the parade. I think maybe Cupertino is one of them. Did you guys ever send them invoices out to them? If you don't bill the people, they're not going to pay. They might agree to pay when they email me back, but when they want an invoice or W-9, if you don't send it to them, they don't pay. You know, there's certain rules that you have to do if you're gonna get money from these big vendors. I was supposed to get at least $4,000 in income, and you say we got $2,100. So we're off $2,000 because of the way things were handled. I mean, it puts me in a bad position because I'm the one that negotiated with them guys to help us out for this parade and to help the chamber out. That's what the agreement was. You know, on December 4th, I sent over to you guys the breakdown of all the money we spent on the parade. The parade was on the 1st, so 3 days later, I was able to send you guys this information. I sent it out to the whole board, so it couldn't get lost in one person's email. We still haven't been reimbursed for the money that we gave. And I asked at that time that I wanted a whole accounting of everything that the chamber brought in. This is like 6 weeks later, and you're finally giving me something which is really unacceptable. You wonder why I was hesitant to work with the chamber on the Christmas parade? This is one of the reasons. You guys, this is like, why would you wait so long to give me the information? Why couldn't you communicate a little better? I'm always around. You guys know how to text me. You know, I just feel sad that I deal with these people. I've dealt with them for 5 years, and they get treated this poorly when they want a W-9 form and they can't get it, or an invoice that they can't get. I'd like to know when the Rosamond Old Town Merchant's going to be paid for their expenses that came in.
Well, we have a report now, and we will have to get an invoice from the Old Town Merchants for services performed, since you're not a 501c3, and we can't just donate you money. You're half minus the expenses, which I don't see the expenses that are associated with that here.
I put the expenses on your desk in December.
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about, I don't see here your expenses. I don't see a bottom number in terms of the profit, which is what we need, which is what we would have, because it should be this minus expenses. And yes, you did turn in the expenses. So once we get that number, which we need, we're gonna have to give you that number. You're gonna have to invoice this as Old Town Merchants in order, as services performed, in order for us to give you a check.
Okay, so can you tell me whether you guys invoiced those people I asked you to invoice?
I didn't.
I'm not aware of any invoicing requests.
It was sent in email. That's why I use email. So I have a record.
There's two things that happened in December. Okay. One, which I fixed, there was an email problem on my part. There was a lot of emails I wasn't getting, and it ended up being my fault. It's my error, but I wasn't getting the emails regardless. So there was time delay there. And then the second part is having a death in my family. You know, that kind of took up a lot of time on my part too. So all I can do is apologize for that, but you know, shit happens. So I don't know what to say. I apologize. That's about it. The other, no, I'm not gonna say it.
Are you guys gonna cut a check to the Old Town Merchants for the expenses?
No, we're gonna subtract those expenses and then split the profit, which is the way it should be done.
But we paid for all the expenses. Shouldn't we get a check reimburse us for the expenses we paid out?
Well, if you paid out the expenses out of your pocket, then that'd be adjusted. That's where,
It was paid out of the Old Town Merchants checking account, and Gene countersigned all the checks for
okay,
me.
have I seen that? No. Have
Yes,
you and I got together on
I
this?
provided you all the receipts.
Yes, and we need to get together and go
Maybe
over
this
it.
is something you guys can discuss next.
This is gonna be a special
Because
board
there's a lot
meeting,
of
by the
people
way.
that don't know what you're talking about.
This is already what we were planning on doing anyway. Because until we get with you, we cannot finalize the expenses and income in order to write you guys a check. Simple as that. It's really not something that we can resolve here, right now, but we
That's
can
right.
most certainly call a special meeting.
Tuesday.
We can cover that Tuesday, before we discuss the event center, if you like. And in order to do that, Albert, any receipts and expenses that they paid or we paid, whatever the case may be, I will need a breakdown of income, expenses, whose expenses, whatever the case may be, so that we can determine the net profit for them and us.
Sure, I just need that information to go ahead and put it.
Well, all the receipts were, I know, so.
Okay, well, I haven't seen them, so I'll need to get with you so you could show me where they are and what they are.
All right. C3. We're still working on bylaws and articles of incorporation. It's in progress. That's about all I have to report on that. Brick pavers at the event center, we've already discussed that. Make sure it was fixed on the website.
Here's the financials on that we have so far.
Okay. So we do have a separate financial report for the bricks. Is this the only one?
Yep.
I'll let you have a copy of this one. There should be a copy in the email on this, right?
Yes, I emailed you all that.
All right, and I'll just let you have this one. Or actually, I do have this too. You can have this one.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go ahead and do an overview on that, Albert?
So the income that we've received for the pavers thus far is from Melcher's Construction for $125, Melcher's Property Management for $125, Rotary Club for $125, S Power for $4,500, and First Solar for $500.
So that's that $500 check for First Solar. Okay.
So we've received $5,375.
Do you have any questions on that?
No, I just know that BHE is gonna send us another 500 for a paver.
Is that for one paver?
Yeah, one foot by 1 foot, the large ones, they're 500. And there was some other ones that was interested, but I couldn't find the PDF form to send to them.
Right. Okay. Okay, new business. Chamber staffing. We're actually gonna have a special board meeting to discuss that topic, see what we can do to at least get staffing a couple of days a week. And I don't know what that solution's gonna be yet. That's why we're having a special board meeting that we're gonna call, so we can discuss that topic, brainstorm a little bit, and see what kind of solution we can come to. Chamber website additions, we are looking into setting up online payments, barring any complications legally or whatever the case may be. We would like to try to set up online payments. We've had a lot of requests for that the past year. And so we have the web technology available to make that happen. So we're looking into that, and hopefully not too distant future we can get that done. Okay, National School Choice Week. Every year the Chamber helps promotes that. We have a bunch of
Bright yellow scarves.
pizza scarves, and basically to promote school choice, whether it be public schools, homeschooling, online schooling, and we usually try to get a picture of everybody wearing a scarf. So if we can, I'd love to, if everybody wouldn't mind, get a picture of everybody with their scarves on.
Do it afterwards?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it afterwards, maybe you can hand them out. We're almost done. Huh? I appreciate that. Make sure Mike gets in there too. He needs another scarf anyway. And then, while she's having those out, we'll do that at the close, or just before the close. Rosamond Urgent Care open house and ribbon cutting was Tuesday, and had a good turnout. Barry Pam was there, and quite a few other dignitaries around the community were there. It was a good turnout. Looks like a very nice facility. They're going to have X-ray machines and all kinds of capabilities. They do mainly just non-emergency care for the community. But you know, if you're not sure, go ahead and go there. It'll be opening up Monday, and it looks like a nice facility. They are going to join as a chamber, so they did get chamber. I gave it to Martin. He said he's definitely going to join, so I'll have them as chamber members as well. Okay, I don't believe we have any new members. Is that correct? Good.
We've got Sweet Pea Catering.
Oh, I'm sorry. My
That's
fault.
where I've seen him. He's got good ribs.
Okay. So Sweet Pea Catering.
Are you still over here by the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. We're looking to do a food service burger real soon, so we'll have a.
Is that with a Z or an S?
It's with a Z.
With a Z?
Yes, Sweet Peas.
I posted your flyer on Roseland Residence.
Yep.
Z.
Good stuff.
Do you have a logo?
Yes, it's electronically, I can get it emailed out.
Yeah, could you email it to us? Appreciate
Sure
it.
will.
Okay. And that's with Pamela and Eric Anderson.
That's my wife, yes. I'm here. We've been in the community since 2002.
Oh. Okay, so do I have a motion to accept new members, Sweet Peas Catering, Pamela and Eric Anderson? Jed? Do I have a second
I'll second.
from Albert? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
4-0.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, welcome to the Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you.
Make sure I get a copy.
You can have this one. This is a copy.
Oh, you copy?
Yep.
Okay, I think I got this out of order. I'm gonna do member comments before we do director comments. I'm gonna change the order of that. So are there any member comments? Yes.
Go ahead.
Terry, since you're in charge of the rec center, I didn't hear anything, any status on concession stands or anything, food service building at the new rec center. Just wanted to know what you guys was gonna do with that,
Well, Terry's just kind of assisting, helping us get it finished.
with the brick, okay.
Yeah, so you
To the
guys-
board then,
Yeah.
I have a couple of containers that I've purchased. They're 10 by 8 foot. They're self-contained containers, and they're pretty much can be used. I was thinking about we're going to gut one out, make it like a little informal kitchen up to code, Kern County codes. We could probably use that as a small concession stand. I'm willing to place one there for the chamber to use and its members. It's fully enclosed, self-contained. It has heat, air, power. I just want you guys to look at that. We can talk more later on how we can use it and stuff like that.
All right, well, definitely,
Shipping containers, but it's,
Yeah.
they were used for offices and stuff like that. So on the inside, there's air, lights,
Okay.
windows. And I'm looking to, cut some walls and turn it into a concession. And if that's something you guys
That'd be
want to use, we can talk about those later.
okay.
You'll
Appreciate
also
it.
need
I'll
something
bring
like that to
information.
store all your chairs and tables.
And the storage, you guys can be used for that also. And you guys can keep those if you want.
Oh, thank you.
I went by the chamber, actually Terry let me in, I put in some more pictures there.
I saw that, it looked great.
Yeah, so I'm representing the Kern Antelope Historical Society, and this is our 60th anniversary this year. And if any of you aren't members, you're certainly welcome to join. I will bring some, next week I will bring some, or next time we have a meeting, I'll bring some, join up.
Application.
Thank you. Think of it. So you guys can sign up. Anyway, this is our 60th anniversary. So we've been doing a lot of putting the old pictures in. So we've got a lot going through. We did the tire store, K&S Market. We've done Jimmy's Barber Shop, the Wayside, Keith and Sons. I'm working on. We have several in there. We have, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 in your area. Pictures in the chamber.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So we want eventually to put all these names out there where we posted these pictures so people can travel through and look at them. So I'm very interested in what you're going to do about staffing, because when we actually get all those pictures out where we want them, we want people to go and check out Rosamond following those pictures. So this is a joint thing with us, with you and
Collects their little doohickeys on whatever that stupid little app thing is.
I haven't done that, but we need to talk about how we want to do this, because we were sort of doing it in conjunction with our anniversary and then doing this as a joint venture with the chamber. So,
Pokemon, that's what it was. I'm trying to remind myself of what it was. The Pokemon where you can collect.
At different locations, like
Yeah.
this, yeah.
so we would draw a map, and if their first stop was at the chamber, then they could go on from there, wherever we posted those pictures. So we're still working on a few more pictures. So we have hopefully by the end of January we'll know where they're all going to be. But I just want you to know they are out there. So we've started delivering them.
All right, are there any other member comments? Okay, director comments, Al?
Just saying, if anybody has any questions, please let me know. If there's something I could assist you with as far as, there's a lot of questions about the financials. If you've got questions, let me know. I'm more than happy to go over with you and, be as transparent as we can on that. So, just send me an email, give me a call, and we'll set something up.
Okay.
Jeff?
I'd just like to welcome Eric to the chamber. Thank you.
Gene?
No comment.
Donna?
I'd like to make a recommendation that we start sending out the emails from the chambers as opposed to personal emails.
I can do that.
Thank you.
I did have one question. I forgot. Have you guys been doing the billing for the members? Because I thought my billing come up in December, but I never received a bill.
Within billing as they come due, I'm not sure what process we have in place to check that. So I'll have to look into that. Okay, the only comments I have is these are some chamber brochures for memberships. If you know anybody who wants to join, you're welcome to take some. We have one more. And just try to push the brick application. I will get that out there. And yeah, there's a bunch of them. We got one. We printed up a bunch of them when we had September Fest. So if anybody needs to take one, it does have the sign-up application inside the brochure.
Nice brochure, I must say. It looks good.
And I guess my only final comments is, as a chamber, I would like to see less finger pointing and more coordination. This is a membership organization, and it doesn't look good to the community or anybody else if everybody's pointing fingers and bickering and acting in an uncivil manner in public is not the business way. So, and even myself, even though I may have opinions, I keep them to myself because it's just not a business way of doing things, okay? But regardless of how people feel about each other, doesn't mean you can't work things out and be civil and professional. And nobody's perfect, you know? It's a volunteer organization, and you know, I don't hold grudges. People may think that people do. I don't call for it. I don't stand for it. So I would love to see everybody show respect and for all members and have a little bit of help and coordination with each other so that we can make this chamber happen. Because this chamber is for the community. It's not for me. It's not for you or anybody else. It's for everybody, the whole membership. And there can't be any bias or anything. So, and I feel pretty strongly about that. So, all righty. Motion to adjourn, and then we'll get pictures. Get your scarf on, Mike. You're going to be in that, trust me.
Okay.
So, motion to adjourn. Jed, second.
I'll second.
Gene, second. All those in favor? Aye. Donna?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.